YouTube, what's up? The second feature premiere is here, and it's near and dear to my heart. Bars. Fielding, as we know, in MLB The Show 20 needs a lot of work. Hopefully, there is a lot of improvements in this game. Today, we find out those improvements. The following video is breaking down the feature premiere part 2, brought to you by SDS. It is going over fielding improvements. Also, at the end of the video, there is a legend reveal. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what part of fielding you want to see most improved upon for this next generation and this next year moving forward. Is it urgency? Is it timing? Is it whatever it may be? Let me know what you want to see, and I will see you at the end of this video. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Focus on defense. This is very important to me. This is what I'm looking forward to. I need defense. If anybody watches me over on Twitch, you know exactly how bad I am at hitting, which means any run that I could save during a game is a huge advantage for me. So here it is. We're getting into it. The first focus on defense. As you see here, this is the Extreme Ball Catch Indicator. It is a brand new indicator with balls played at the wall or hit to the wall. This gives you an idea of, is it worth it to go for the catch? Should I play it off the wall? Which way should I attack this baseball? Okay, right here, they talk about onboarding additions. MLB The Show is expanding to Xbox. Welcome, Xbox. Brand new onboarding process for you. If you're new at the game, you want to go through the onboarding process. You want to learn all the ins and outs, the mechanics, pitching, try everything out, go into practice mode, and try to learn the best way to play this game that fits you. Here's a look at all the new fielding indicators that they have added to the game for this year's game. It looks like they have really taken it to that next level when it comes to defense. Hopefully it's not super OP, but at the same time, I'm kind of hoping it is. We got the route to ball indicator. We got a base for play indicator. We got a catch ball indicator. We have an enhanced tag up catch. We have extreme wall catches, which I showed earlier, and we have a Rob home run meter. As always, these can all be shut off. So if you don't want the route to ball, if you don't want all this stuff popping up on your screen, you can turn all of these off inside of the settings. Here's an example of one of the new route to ball indicators. So as you can see, the red arrows on the screen here, that is your route to ball. If you deviate from that, you will have a harder time catching this baseball. What you want to do is you want to stay online here with this. You can turn this off if you think your route to ball is perfect. If not, stay on route. You'll get a rumble feedback letting you know if you've gone off the line at all and if you need to get back in line to catch this ball. Okay, here's an example of the base to play indicator. Whenever you're chasing down a ball and you might not know what base you want to throw to or what the most effective way to get the ball back into play is after giving up a base hit or chasing something down, it will pop up a button on screen that lets you know what the best base to throw to is. So as you can see on the screen here, L1, it's telling you hit your cutoff guy and then make a decision from there. Also, let's move it ahead just a little bit.
Throwing on, which we did
roll
before
footage.
With beginners. We're trying to teach you how to play the game. So we're showing you the icons of what base to throw to, and then along.
Boom, right here. You see your outfielder. You see your outfielder running the ball. It's got the route to the ball indicator, and it also has which bag you should throw to. As you can tell, you got a runner rounding second. They're basically assuming that the person in between second and third is going to make it home, and the only chance to get an out on this play would be to throw it to third base, which is the square indicator. Okay, here's an example of a no drift indicator. What this means is you go to the line. If you see the baseball right there and you see the little line, that is the no drift indicator. So you go right to that line and you won't drift or sway or have to walk in or anything like that. In this year's game, if you get into the vicinity of the ball marker, then it'll kind of drift you in, drift you in, drift you in, and it'll kind of give you a suck in animation, as I like to call it. This year, no drift ball indicator. You will not drift, you will not suck in to an animation. All right, here's an example of a tag up indicator. Basically, it's just like the previous indicator, except for there are two arrows that point to the line. So what you want to do is you want to attack from behind, and you want to get that in because you got a person tagging up. It's letting you know someone is tagging, someone is running to third. So you want to get behind that ball, and you want to get a good jump and get all your weight into it, all those glutes into it, and you want to throw the best possible ball to wherever the runner is tagging up to, whether that's home, third, wherever. Some people even second, because you know, we got psychos that like to go first to second on a pop-up. Okay, here it is, the home run robber indicator, aka the Rob Home indicator, the Rob Home Run indicator. So you can see my guy Springer is running back to the wall. We got 3 yellow arrows. This is gonna let you know when you get close to the wall, when that third arrow lights up green, that's when you should be pressing L2, R2, whichever you have programmed to rob a home run. I believe right now it's R2 for me. I don't know if they're changing the buttons or what, but you press R2, bang, you'll get this thing. Watch it.
Those plays,
Running,
they are timed to change to the green color each tick at a time. So when it gets to the
you see right there that when it gets to the green, that's when you should be pressing whatever your jump catch button is, and then bang, you're gonna rob it. That looks really cool. I'm excited for that. One of the things they changed this year, and they talked about it on the feature premiere, is the glove actually goes over the wall now. In years past, it never went over the wall. Sometimes it went through the wall, but never over the wall. Now we got these Michael Jordan-esque jumps at the wall, and you get your glove over that wall, and you can make spectacular catches. Okay, we talked about this in the beginning, but here it is, live in action, the extreme catch indicator. What this is it's making you make a decision. It's telling you that the L1 is the cutoff once you do get the ball, and this is where you should be throwing it. However, here we are. Do you make a catch? Do you go for the catch? It's extreme, it's high risk, it's high reward, just like it was in MLB The Show 20. This year, it's even more in-depth with the catches at the wall. Let's watch this.
either try to go for it or I'm going to play that ball off the wall. And so it's really cool to see that, and you having to make those decisions, you know, when you're in the game.
And that's an extension of a feature that we introduced last year, where last year the extreme catch indicator only showed up on those sinking line drives. Now you're saying it's going to
Okay, here's something brand new. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but whenever you're trying to play a ball off the wall and your guy just starts dumbing out, like you're taking a path to the ball and then you got to run this way and you got to run that way, and then your guy just starts running and stumbling and you can't get to the ball and it takes forever, and your guy is laughing at you running around the base path. He's and you know, we're running and you can't get the ball, you can't pick up the ball. This is huge. They put in a strafing feature into this year's game. What that means is when you get close to the wall, instead of moving around and getting into a run animation, it's actually going to strafe you. So you could actually attack the baseball and strafe left or right. You don't have to press any extra button. All you have to do is line yourself up correctly, and you will be able to auto strafe and make a play on that ball, which will be a lot more effective and lead to a lot less inside the park home runs. Okay guys, here is an example of what that strafing looks like off of the green monster. Roll footage.
Bad things were going to happen.
Yeah, it was no man's land where the ball hits and it squirts and your guys just running around like crazy.
Yeah.
Look at the strafing.
So, you know, adjust in small increments if I needed to move to the right, left, up, back, right? Because when you go let off the stick and you're playing the ball off the wall, you're
There it is. That's an example of the new strafing feature in MLB The Show 21. Okay, everybody hears the word animations, they start freaking out. Here it is though. They put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of brand new catching and defensive animations. With all these new animations in the game, hopefully we get a chance to smoothly transition from runner to catcher to thrower all in one action. Okay, here we have off-wall catches. Off-wall catches mean that they changed all brand new animations based on direction, how the way you attack the ball, the way you get to the ball. They totally revamped the off-wall catch system. Okay, here it is, jump catches. I don't know if you've noticed, but when you play a ball close to the wall in MLB The Show 20, what does your guy do? Here, I'll demonstrate. Back, 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 misses the ball, Ball hits the wall. I'm still stuck staring at the air because I'm not sure where the hell the ball is. And then, oh, I look around and I stand here and I rest with They don't do anything. This year, they changed that up. We got jump catches. I'll show you an example right now. Roll footage.
Make sure that we covered all areas around the player when he's standing at the wall. You know, Ramon, like when you were playing in my office, and we've done this a few times,
There's
you get
one.
so frustrated when can we get more catches for this, please?
Yep.
You would. So
He jumps at the wall. He doesn't dumb out at the wall. He doesn't look stupidly for the ball. That looks like a very, very good addition to MLB The Show 21. All right, another thing mentioned was the off-Z-axis catches. So I'm going to play a small clip here, and I'm going to let them explain it because they can explain it way better than I can. Roll footage.
So we have to be able to facilitate that. We don't move the ball to your glove. We literally have to have enough catches to facilitate wherever that ball is physically.
If you look there, one thing I liked about that is he was running to the ball. He went off his axis. He grabbed it. He had to turn around, but the ball to glove to throw looked like it was more urgent. Now I'm not sure what that I'm not sure what the defensive attributes looked like on that player. However, that little turn, ball, throw looked a lot faster than this year's game. Usually on a play like that, they grab the ball, they spin around the wrong direction, they spin back the other direction, they look at the dude running on the base, and then they throw the ball leisurely into the infield. We're getting very close to the legend reveal here. This is infield plays. Infielding. Please have some urgency. Roll footage.
Talked about the off-Z-axis catches, and this play might sound simple, but the little dribblers out in front of the plate are a problem play.
Dribblers.
Part of that is because of the point of view that you're playing in, and the camera view that you're playing in. It's hard to know when your pitcher breaks off the mound, the angle that he's taking.
There was a couple examples of the shortstop running at a ball. A lot of times in MLB The Show 20, what has happened to me, and I've played 1,500 games of ranked seasons baseball, this has happened a lot, is I will charge a ball and it will go right under me, right through me, right over me, right in me, just right past me. And I'll be charging this ball and the guy just doesn't make the play. The ball goes behind him. Then the other dude runs to second base, or it just opens up a whole bunch of late inning heroics to score my opponent like 8 or 9 runs on one blown play like this one. Before we move forward, I want to show one more clip here of something that's important. Whenever somebody drops down a bunt or hits a little barely tapped ball right in front of the catcher and your pitcher runs at it and he's dumb and he's like, what do I do with a baseball? Here is an example of how they changed that up for this year. Roll footage.
To make the play. So the cool thing is, now that we have the route to ball indicator, you can see exactly where you should be running. With the off-Z-axis catches, you're going to make the catch.
That ball was dribbled. In this year's game, a lot of times the pitcher just grabs the ball, spins around, slows down, rolls around, throws it to first, runner is safe, and it opens up a can of whoop ass for later on in that inning. All right, bloop catches, bloopers. Who has been blooped here? Raise your hand. Yep, I see everybody out in the YouTube universe all raising their hands. Okay, so what this is these are bloop hits. These are little hits blooped over the infielder's head. Roll footage.
A little bit on the weak contact. That'll make you happy, Ramon.
All right, we've talked
Overhand
a lot about
catch.
fielding, but let's jump.
Instead of your infielders squaring up, running, and trying to catch a ball like they were at the wall, like an outfielder, now they actually react like infielders do. Over the shoulder catches, there's, you know, a bunch of different animations. When I got a third baseman and he's a diamond defender and that ball is just barely hit, now instead of just jumping up and letting it go over his head, hopefully he could turn his hips, run to the ball, and then boom, try to make a play on it that way. I'm very excited to see how this plays out in MLB The Show 21. Again, YouTube, raise your hand if you're interested in catcher defense. Yep, I thought we all were. Catcher attributes is going to matter more than ever in this year's game. Arm strength, fielding. I know a lot of people like to put Jimmy Fox behind the dish because he's got a huge bat. However, this year you might want to change your strategy up just a little bit. Pop time is in the game. So, every catcher has a pop time. The pop time is from the time the ball hits the glove to the time he throws it to second base. A good pop time, I was told, is 2 seconds. I'm just relaying the message. Anyways, here's an example of a catcher throwing somebody out at second base. Roll footage.
On the second base. Now, arm strength for the catcher matters as well, and that will actually...
Bang! Gotcha! All right, here's something I don't fully understand. They went over it a little bit on the stream. This is the last thing I'm going to go over before we reveal this week's brand new legend. Manual cutoffs and online play. I don't know what a manual cutoff is, because when I throw it to the cutoff guy, isn't that manual? I'm not exactly sure. I can't wait for them to elaborate more on this. We've all waited long enough. Let's see who this week's newest legend in MLB The Show 21 is. Roll footage. Here's the new legend, guys. Let's see what we got. Pants. Gloves. It looks like a pitcher. Maybe not. Oh, who is it? I don't know who this is. Grady Sizemore. Let's go. Bang. Let's get it, man. Grady Sizemore
joins the legend.
All right, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Grady Sizemore. I'm sure he's going to have a lot of pop. He's going to be good defensively. I'm sure he's going to catch plenty of walls at the ball for you this year. That's going to do it for this video. As always, I appreciate you guys coming through to check this out. You guys can find all my live content at twitch.tv/Clue27. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit a thumbs up on it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Leave a comment below and let me know what new legends you're looking for in next year's game. I appreciate you guys coming through, and until next week, I'll see you on the flip side.